Hi everybody, thanks for being here today. And this reading is for Libra for the 16th to the 30th of April. Now, before I jump into this reading, I'd just like to thank everyone who has messaged me or liked or subscribed to Rose Sky Tarot. And it's just so nice to have some positive feedback, because when you're doing readings online this way, in a general way, you don't often get that immediate feedback. So I really do appreciate, everything that I have received. Now, I'm a little bit sniffly and breathy today. So just to let you know that the reading hopefully will be one that you can understand. And I'll try to be as clear as I can. Let's jump into this reading. All right, now I've got the Six of Cups in reverse. We've got the Three of Swords in reverse. And the Moon card in reverse. Now, with the Six of Cups in reverse here, have you maybe blocked things out from when you were younger? Have you maybe tried to view your past in a more lightened way? Have you maybe tried to block out all of the horrible things that happened? And maybe you're romanticising things a little bit in a way to block things out. And it could be that that's because with the Three of Swords in reverse here, were you maybe party to some bullying? Were some horrible things said about you? Was there maybe malicious gossip spread about you? And that could make life extremely difficult. Especially if, you were a young person when this all happened. But the thing is, there must have been something recently that has brought some of these things back to memory. Maybe something was said that has brought back something, and you've tried to look at it in a different light, but maybe you've been reminded that, well, maybe that wasn't exactly what happened. Has maybe somebody talking to you and, explaining how things were from their point of view? So it could be that some new information comes to light, maybe some reasons behind why things happened the way they did. And that could make life a little bit difficult, because it immerses you back into the past and opens up your eyes, and makes you aware of all the hurt that you have went through in the past, and now you're revisiting it. Because with all this new information, are you maybe returning to that time, that place? Could it be that it's bringing out the darkness within you? Could be feeling a little bit low, and everything's going round and round in your head, and you could be that you're not sleeping as well. Maybe you're a little bit nippy, a little bit bad tempered, because you've got all of these trials and bad experiences going on in your head. So it's not exactly the best of memories here. Let's move on to the next set of cards. And we've got the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Wands here. Now, despite everything that's going on in your head, are you still having to get up and live your normal day? Do all the tasks that you would normally have to do? Only now they feel more like an obligation. A heavy weight on your shoulders. And it could feel that, each task is growing legs, that, one part leads into another, and you just have, instead of one job to do, you've got about 3 or 4. So it could be that you're feeling a little bit pressured into completing everything that you have to do. It could also be that during this time, that all of these things have not left you. They're still in your head. And the thing is, though, is that you've got yourself so wound up in trying to figure things out and trying to make sense of everything. But your emotions are in a whirl. Your mind is all over the place. And you just can't seem to make headway on anything that happened in the past. Now, could it be that with the Six of Wands here, all of these tasks that you've been doing, have you maybe been told you're doing a great job? And people may be looking up to you for, your efficiency of just getting things done, even though you've got all of this on your mind. And it could be that maybe you don't feel you deserve this recognition because your head has been somewhere else, having people look up to you, and your achievements during this time. It's maybe something that you don't really feel comfortable with. Let's move down to the next set of cards. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Strength card. Now, with the Eight of Pentacles here, do you feel that you should be focusing a little bit more on what you're doing? If you're receiving, an accolade, an award, for work that you've done, and you're being lauded in front of people? That do you maybe feel that your diligence and determination should be put to good use, that you should focus on improving your skills, possibly going to a course, something that you have to challenge yourself with, something that takes your focus off of all of this. And it's something that you are determined that you're going to make progress in. Now, with the Knight of Wands in reverse here, is this something that you're trying to do for yourself rather than for whoever you're working for? You're not really doing it for developmental purposes. You're doing it to keep your mind off of everything that's been going on. Keeping your mind off of all of these things that have happened in the past. All of the hurt and the arguments. And with strength here, are you maybe trying to come to terms with everything? All of your imbalanced emotions? Are you trying to bring calm to yourself in a moment of crisis? Is this the time where you are looking at everything that's happened and you're being kind to yourself? You're giving yourself a little bit of time to, find your feet after all of these revelations. And once you've found your feet a little bit, and realised that your emotions may still be going from 1 to 100 and back again, it's time to be aware that that's going to happen. That you should give yourself space. And when you're feeling like you're having a moment that your emotions are all over the place, instead of trying to block it down within you, just realise that those emotions are valid, that everyone has them. And accept that that's how you feel. Don't try to tamp them down. Find a way of incorporating those feelings into your life. Find a way to manage them and cope with the challenges that all of these revelations have gave you. And if you're patient and kind to yourself, you'll find that each day gets a little bit easier. That your emotions won't be in this unstable rocking movement. You begin to even out. And that way, you'll find balance. And that is your strength. To give yourself time to cope with changes. Find a way to balance them out. and just monitor them and let yourself breathe a little bit. Let's move on to the next set of cards. And we've got the King of Pentacles here, the Fool in reverse, and the Four of Wands. Do you maybe have a high standard of yourself, of your work, of the things that you're able to accomplish? Do you feel that you should be able to do things efficiently without having a roller coaster of emotions? And normally you are a down-to-earth person. You cope with challenges extremely well. And normally you're got a charismatic personality. So having these emotions that are going through a roller coaster is very disconcerting for you, because you like to believe that you are a steadfast person. With the Fool in reverse here, do you maybe feel a little bit foolish with all of these revelations that have gone on? Are you feeling that maybe you've been a little bit stupid in believing all this time that people were okay, instead of, the nastiness that came out? And you could be feeling a little bit reckless still. Your emotions could still be, evening out. And because, maybe your focus is not there, even though you are trying to, to make progress and develop your skills. Everything that's happened has been pretty complex. And you really have felt that, all of your emotions and all of your challenges that you've had mentally have just wound you up. And you need to cut loose a little bit. Are you feeling reckless? Do you feel that you need to go out and take a few risks and cut loose some of this negative energy that's building up within you? That you're having to find the strength within yourself to keep an even keel? Could it be that maybe you are in a leadership role and you have to be seen as someone who is steadfast and down to earth, someone who makes good decisions, who's effective and efficient in whatever it is that they're doing? But you are not feeling like that at the moment. You need to cut loose. You need to take a risk. Is it possible with the Four of Wands here that you maybe want to take some time and maybe go to a party or two? Maybe go to a family gathering? Maybe go on holiday? Or maybe a formal gathering of some sort, wedding or whatever? Just something that is different and takes your mind off of all of these things. Something that can offer you a little bit of stability, even for a short time. So it could be that this is also an opportunity to take action. Is it possible that some of the people from your past is going to be there? And now that you've found out all of this information and processed it and made progress within yourself as well, that it could be that in a balanced way that you're going to take the risk and challenge whoever it is at this family gathering or holiday. So there's a lot of different issues here to be going on with. There's quite a lot crammed in. And it all stems from trying to block something out, some malicious gossip, some bullying that has came back to you in floods. Something's triggered your memory. It's a difficult moment, but you have the strength to cope with it. With any challenges that you have, you can do it. You've got the skills. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Now, if you take anything from this reading, then please take the positivity that you are standing up to your demons. And that is a good thing, because that'll set you free. And life will be so much happier once all of those demons are out of your head. Now, please take care, and I'll see you in May. Have a great couple of weeks, and see you later, Libra. Bye.